Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Sorry, guys. I just want to see if the audio is working. Hello. How is everybody doing? Can everybody hear me? Can the one person in the room hear me? I hope that I'm heard. Oh, hello, everybody. I want to show you my new. Hi, Layla. Oh, good. You can hear me. I was afraid you couldn't hear me because I don't see the audio going up, so I don't know what's going on. Because normally when my voice is good, I'm afraid. Sometimes I get afraid. This here is Baby Yoda. This is my new child. I got a new little plushie. Hello, Melissa. Good. Yay. Sometimes you get scared because last stream I couldn't hear myself. So this is Baby Yoda. Now, if you haven't watched The Mandalorian, you don't really know what Baby Yoda is. But if you've ever watched Star Wars, you know what this is. So this is the creature from the first episode that was in the little container in Mandalorian. So if you haven't watched that, this is a little plushie. Yes, he is very big. So this was the new thing I got. Some of you may have seen him on Instagram. So today we are doing my completed pages for June 2020. Hi, Robin. We're doing the completed pages video. I did go out for a walk with my mother. We did eat lunch/dinner. What did we have? Mussels, a kale salad, French fries. They did give us bread at the restaurant. So there's a nice little restaurant along the seaport. It's underneath the highway, but it's like a really nice little outdoor restaurant where you can eat and have nice food and things like that. So I'm going to get into the PDFs first. This is in no particular order. Maybe the PDFs are a little bit in order because I do write them down when I do finish them. The first one is Elegant Beauty by Alana Lasravia. I did this on 6/10/2020. You guys can't really see it, but I did it with Copics and some Monelli markers. And then I think I did this with Pentel Sparkle Pop because these are really coming out when you look at the little headpieces that I did with the gel pens. Then the next one I did from Elegant Beauties. I'm not too happy with the way that the flowers came off. I was trying to make the flowers pop a little bit more. They didn't come out too right, so I have to redo the photo at some point. This one I like doing this one. I should have done her with red hair, but then I think this came from the premium art pack of 6 by Mariola Boudet. This one I did a little bit with I think I did the hair I did with Copic. This I did with Monelli, the shirt with a Monelli. I did this one with a gel pen. Everything else I did with Copics. I think I did the same with the Copics. So those were my 4 PDFs, which I put all my PDFs in those little sleeves, those Amazon sleeves, and then put them in a binder. So then I did Fantastic Beauties, book 2, and this is a grayscale one. And I did this one. As I keep everything in there. I also use Pentel Sparkle Pops. I color mostly with markers, but every once in a while I do color with pencils. So some of you know that I did this with also Pentel Sparkle Pop. So. Then I did Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls by Hannah Lynn. I actually don't have that many left in this book to do. So this one I did with a black sky because I did a lot of blues in this. Even this is a bluish gray, so that was what I was trying to do. The next book I did quite a lot of pictures in that. This pencil keeps falling out of where it is, so. Then I did this one, which is a Dawn Ferry hair too. Hi, Sydney. Hi, Alicia. Hello to anybody I've missed in the chat. So I did a Dawn Ferry here too. I've done like almost all of this book is almost done. I think I have like 3 more pictures left in it. So I think this one I did. I'm good, Sydney show. So I did this one, but what happens with this one is I don't remember what I used. I do know that I used Pentel Sparkle Pops. I use my Pentel Sparkle Pops a lot for the like jewelry and stuff like that. This I probably used 2 markers. I need to start writing down what I use. But I pretty much know that I use a lot of my markers in conjunction. Like I use my Manellis, whatever's left of my Parcours, my Blicks, and my Copics together a lot. This one I definitely did use my Copics on the hair. Everything else was probably Sparkle Pops. I think I like have only 3 more pictures left in this book to do. That's an old one. This was one I started a long time ago, and I don't remember when I started with it. So I just finished doing it with my Monellis and my Copics. This was another one where I did the hair, and I don't remember what I did the hair with, but I did everything else. And I wanted to try and do a different skin tone. Yes, you did see the baby Yoda. Crazy baby Yoda. So I did do this one, and then I did use the Pentel Sparkle Pop for the armbands. I wanted to do tone, try to do a different skin tone. The marker ran out. I was originally using the Monelli skin tone marker, and it ran out on me. That's why there's streaks on it. So that's why it looks all streaky, the face. This is what happens when markers start to dry and the skin tone doesn't work. This one I did. What was funny is I did the hair first a long time ago, and then I don't remember what I did that one with. Another one where the marker dried up on me with the skin. This is one I'm in the progress of doing. So it's not done. So this one was fun to do. I was trying to do a different hair color than the traditional colors, so I think that's it. Oh, I think I only have 2 left in this then. That means this one and the other one. Yeah, I only have 2 left in this. So when I finish it, I'll do a completed pages video for it. Here's one of my newer books. Now, I did 2 pictures in this book towards the end of the month. One that you already saw on Instagram. This is the one that you didn't see on Instagram that I haven't posted, because it really is the second picture, even though it's the first picture in the book. So I did this picture second. And this is the picture you guys saw on Instagram. What happened was I did the wings before I did the dress. So I should have really done the dress before I did the wings, but because I did the wings like that, and the glitter that you see in her wings and on this is all Pentel Sparkle Pop. So that's the Woodland Beauty. Now this is a grayscale one. Now what's funny is that I'm finding that the paper in these books, the books by Hester Mold or Kimberly Hawthorne, like I'm finding with the Kimberly Hawthorne and the Hester Mold that they don't work very well with my Copics or some of my budget-friendly markers, and I don't know why. So this is the picture that I did. I haven't even posted it because I don't like the way it came out. I just don't like it. For whatever reason, the markers are really weird in this book. Like if I'm Did you see Baby Yoda, Michelle? I just don't really like this. For whatever reason, the paper's weird in these books, the Kimberly Hawthorne and the Hester Mold. Gosh, she hasn't said Baby Yoda. There's Baby Yoda. You guys saw Mandalorian. You know how cute this character is. This is also another new one. This is called Bloom. Anime Flower Girls by Anna Boleno. So this is like an anime but with flowers style kind of coloring book. And this is the very first one. So this one counts for Color Your Horde. Now what happened was one of my Copics dried up and then I had to use a different color, so I went over it with that color. That's why the shade in her hair looks a little bit different. Yoda's cute. I don't care what you say. Yoda was cute. No. We go, shame. The way you do shame, 3 people have to say it. It has to be said. Shame, shame, shame. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you will get that. Okay, so what I did here was I used, the idea was not to repeat a color. So what I did was I took some of my markers and then decided to go and take one color out and do it like this. So this way, this was from 50 Beautiful. So this was one that where I chose to do all the colors differently, where I would take a color and then not be able to use it again. So that's what I did. So that's how I did that one. Yes, I am a Game of Thrones fan, if anybody wants to know. I love that show until the last season. For me, that last season, I did not like that last season. I thought some of the episodes were very good. I just did not like the last few episodes of it. I had some problems with that. So we will, and then this is the Fairies. Did C.L. Aldrich send you the Cinderella fairy tale book by Herb, what was his name? Herb something. Oh, I'm trying to remember the name now and it's escaping me. So this is Ferry Special coloring book by Yana Prasvernina. Herb Leonard, yes. I was trying to remember his last name. That's hit me. I did this pretty girl with Copics and Monelli's. Then I did this one, which is like the steampunk one, with some Monelli's, and I finished up doing her skin with Copics. I like using, I'll tell you right now, for skin tones, I like using my Copics. Those are 5 good books. You like them. Then we have Fiercely Gorgeous, Greyscale adult coloring book by Evelyn Liza. Now, what's funny is this is done by the same publisher that does Demeter Victoria. They do Demeter Victoria, Evelyn Liza, and I think they do a few other books now. So the Evelyn Liza, I did quite a lot in this. So this one. I messed up her skin tone, so I had to go over it with a pencil to smooth it up. I mean, I really ruined the skin tone with the markers. So that's not a good thing. So you can see on the back here that the marker went through the black even. So if you put a blotted page, you should be fine. Then I did this one with the red head. The skin came out, it looks like it came out really pale on screen, but it didn't. Then I did this one recently, and if you're wondering about the bling, I used Pentel Sparkle Pops for the bling. Now what happened was the face got messed up, so I had to go over the skin tone again. I should have gone over the skin tone to make it all one even color. And I did this one on the rest of the month. As you can see, that's where I stopped, and then I had to redo it. So that's why you get the streak. So when you're using markers, you have to do it in a continuing motion. Magical Beauties by Christina McAllister. I did this one. I like doing the pictures in this one, even though this is a grayscale book. They're really, really complicated to do, and they take a lot of time to do. But I do like doing them a lot. They're really, really fun to do. Ferry Portraits by Samantha J. Lewis. I'm not doing this book in order. So this one I did. Pentel Sparkle Pops. I love my Pentel. If you look up close, you can see the streaks, Michelle. This one is another one. This one I wanted to do a little punky. So I don't have many pictures, but there's a lot of extra pictures from her other books in here. From Samantha J. Lewis, so she has a couple of extra stuff in the back of the book. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do them. For me, it's not always about, boom, boom, boom. I got to sometimes figure out how I'm going to approach something. Like if I'm doing a mandala where I'm using all the colors in my collection. I can't use it again, so. And here, speaking of C.L. Aldrich, Michelle, I saw that. I'm sorry I interrupted that, Michelle. Speaking of C.L. Aldrich, Michelle brought her name up. This is the Dragon Flowers Mandalas on mine. I think she has a brand new one out, but this was one of the last few new ones that I have of hers. So I did this one. A little bit of the Pentel Sparkle Pop. See that one? World of Flowers. Now everybody knows this book. We probably did 2 pictures in World of Flowers. We did this one. We did most of it on Livestream. I think I finished it off camera. And then the last one we did was the last Livestream where we colored. We did this one on this. This one's several different pencils. So yes, I do use pencils. For those who are, where are our pencils? I'm not reading any book right now, but I plan to start reading some books. I have a few books in my pile to be read, so I haven't decided what I'm reading yet. It's just a matter of what I'm in the mood for. This is Slavic Beauties by Christina Novak. A lot of you know this as a hardcover. And I did this one in pencils. I did this one in Prismas, Polychromos, and Schifferfarbens. I think maybe I used Pablo. Yeah, I used Pablo's for the hair. So that was the one that I did in Slavic Beauties. I'm always trying to do one picture from Christina Novak. Whether that be the Slavic Beauties of Queens of Poland. I always try and do one picture from them. Then this is Fairies by Jade Summer. This is the Fairies Greyscale book. Some of you remember this. This was one of my cutesier ones. $56 bucks, Robin. You're like a freaking speed reader. This is the picture that I've done. I like this. I used a lot of blues, pinks, reds, blues, and some light purples. Then I have a new book that I did one picture in, so this counts for Color Your Award. This is Botanicolor Serene Flowers. I did do a flip through of this on the channel. You know what? That's more than most people read, Robin. You're very, very fortunate. Most people even read, if I'm lucky, I read one book a week because I used to be a fast reader. Now I'm a slower reader. I don't know what that's. I guess it just depends on the book and if it captures my attention or not. Then we did Summer on the Town by Demeter Victoria. This is one of her newer ones. I think she came out with 3 this week. Yeah, she came out with 3 new ones this past week, Demeter Victoria. Fantastical Land, Flowers, Beautiful Woman or Beautiful Woman with Flowers, and then On the Beach, I think, are the new ones. So this was one of the last new ones that I got from her. Yeah, they're coming out with books like left and right, the Demeter Victoria company. So this counts for Color Your Hoard. So I did this one with Monelli's, Copics, and some Dick Blicks. Oh, Robin, I don't want to hear that. I hope you get better. That's because she's reading things that she generally likes to read. If you find things that you genuinely like to read, then it doesn't matter how much time, you're just going to go through the book like crazy. This is Sophistication Lady Portrait System. This book has a weird thing with my skin tones. I don't know what it is about this. I don't like this. For whatever reason, I do not like this paper with my skin tones. When I go and I put pencil over it to smooth it out because whenever I use the skin tones in this book, they become messy. I don't know why. It's just like no matter what skin tones I use, it doesn't matter if they're cheap or expensive, but this paper does not like my markers for whatever reason. I may have to go back to using pencil on this book. Not every book likes pencil markers. That right now. Mermaid's Greyscale Coloring Book by Alana Lazaria. But I did 2 in this month. This one. I used too many dark colors. I should have used lighter colors for this. Hello, Jessica. And then I did this one in lighter colors. I like the way this one came out more than I like the way the first one came out. And that's just, because I used lighter colors. I was trying to get the seagulls to be the right colors. I had to look at what a picture of a seagull looked like. And though in my mind, they're white and gray. So that's what I did. I used that. And so I had to look up a picture of them to see if I was doing them right. So that's what I did there. Gypsy Dancer by Deborah Mueller. This is one of my newer ones that I got this month. Yes, this was one of the new ones that I got this month. Or last month, I think. The past month. And then I colored this with some gel pens and markers. Pretty Girls with Wings and Things by Amanda S. Bryan. This one is really has some really cute stuff in it. It's like what I call my cutesy book. Some of you may have seen this. Well, what happened with me and Jessica was before the stream, me and my mother, I was watching Michelle before I left. So her afternoon, her second, or what is it? Was it your second or third stream of the day? I think I was in her second stream. So me and my mother wanted to go out for a walk. So we went out for a walk. We walked by the waterfront, by where I live. So there's this restaurant that's been open, and I've wanted to eat there for quite a while. They've been open for a little bit, since we got to phase 1, where restaurants could do dining out. So it's like an outdoor place. So we walked along the waterfront onto the bridge. And then we walked back. So on our way back, it started raining. So we had to walk under the highway. The restaurant is actually under the highway, so it's not as bad. So this is a really cute one too. This one isn't a lot, and this one wasn't a lot of money on Amazon when I purchased it. I think a few, was it last year I bought it? Yeah, last year. Now this one everybody remembers because we did this via live stream. So, you know, me and my mother, we had a very nice lunch slash dinner meal. Never fails. Everything spills on me. Can you leave some napkins by the stairs, Mom? What? Yeah, could you bring them up? I had a, yeah. This is the problem. I got a little soap drop, Michelle. Not totally. It's not the worst thing to happen. There are worse things to happen. It's okay, Jessica. Thank God for the little mat. This is why I asked my mother for napkins. Not on my jeans, though. Nothing can ever go right. You're at a gray stream. When do things ever go right during that? Oh, Shelly, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I thought Baby Yoda's on the bed. This is where we have mats and things like that. And so this is the one that we did in. This is the one that we did on camera during the live stream. Don't mind that. That's just. Don't mind that. We keep that in our house. Oh, Jessica, that would have been so. So this is the Age of Elegance by Ellie Marks. We did this in pencil. This is the one that's single-sided, but I like the paper enough that I think I'm going to do it all in. Then we did something in Colorful Seasons by Color It. I did this one. We did that one. Oh, she did. That's good. This comes from Myth and Fantasy by Color It. Some of you may have seen this during another live stream, this picture during a live stream. If you remember, this was from the scavenger hunt. Everybody, remember we were trying to, which one? You want the Ellie Marks book or you want the Color It book? So this was the Color It book with the unicorn. This was my favorite animal. Hi, Jen. I think you can get them at what's it called? Colorit.com. You get them at Colorit.com or you get them at Amazon. So this one was dragons, and we did this one during a live stream. So then we also did the background with the Pentel Sparkle Pops. I use my Pentel Sparkle Pops quite a lot. Then we have the big book. This was like one of my earliest coloring books, so I still use it. I haven't colored everything in it, and so then we did this pretty mandala with a lot of different colors in it. So I did that through that book. This was a good book, and I bought it for like $8.98. I probably bought it for less because it probably was on sale when I bought it. A Book of Angels by Jane F. Hawkins. I don't think got stuck on it. Here's the thing, Elizabeth. It is going to be a little bit of work. You know, I will tell you, a YouTube channel is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work to do it when you're first starting it because you got to have a camera, a tripod, a nice place to sit when you're doing it. I think you should do it if you really love doing it because it is a time commitment to do it. Because even though I don't do a whole lot of flip throughs as much as I used to, I still have to find the time to film, sit down and film. So this was the one that we did. I think I did this on camera. I might not have done this on camera. Don't remember if I did this on camera, but I did use basically a lot of markers. Take a little bit of gel pen and some pencil over here to help me with the graphs. Now, I found this out after the TV. Now, this is going to be a strange book because I found out that this happened after I had bought it and after the, do small little videos, you know, do like hauls, some coloring chats, small ones, and then you go from there. You're going to need a tripod. You're going to need a camera. Basically, those two things you need. If you have the camera ready and you have the tripod, you should be good. Get a nice desk-sized one that has extendable legs, so you can adjust it if you need to adjust it. So then I did 2 from Mandalas Volume 3, and I found out that this copy that I have is defective, actually. I started with an old webcam, and I didn't have a very good tripod. Actually, I didn't have a tripod. My first tripod was really, really small. So then, you know, as I got better, I decided to buy more and more equipment until I found what equipment worked right for me. You know, and then I have a webcam, which is what I use to do my lives. You know, when I started doing lives, I was actually using a different tripod than the one I'm using now. And then I had to have the little adjustment thingy for the phone. So I use this one. This is the basic camera I use for the flips. You know, all the flips that I use this camera and put it on the tripod. And that's how I do the flip throughs. So this is a Sony HD camera that I use. So this is the HDR CX405 camera that I use. So it does what I need it to do. So depending on what you want to do, that's how you do it. That's my advice, you know. Well, I found out that some of the images are repeated in this copy, so this is actually a defective copy, but I'm still going to color in it because I bought the book. So, you know, to me, just start doing what you like to do and do color and chat so you get comfortable with the formats. Then I did this one with parkours. I like doing mandalas. I find that I'm actually starting to like doing mandalas more. Then I did this one. And I use some Pentel Sparkle Pops. Like when you put it up, then you see the Pentel. So I like to do glitter if I can do glitter. And then we did one picture from Erie. I'm actually working on 2 other pictures. This is World Heritage Travel coloring book. This is the Japanese one. I bought this off of a shop called Love in Tokyo, Tokyo in Love. I didn't buy it from my typical stores. I bought it from a store that was a little bit cheaper. So I bought this. I'm working on 2 other pictures right now. One you guys know is this one, which we started on camera but didn't finish. So I'm working on that one. And then where's the other one that I'm working on? This book. This one. And I'm working on this one. The books are. Sally Berry, Sweet Home, Easy Large Prints for Adults. Now, everybody knows who enabled this book. Who do you guys think enabled this one? Because this person had it flipped through on their channel. So, what did I do in this book? I guess they did something. Oh. Yep, it was Anne. I like it because sometimes you want something really simple and you don't want something too detailed. You know, that's the thing. Some books are more detailed than others. And I did this one, the little cacti with an orange flower plate. Oh my God, you should. Doing a channel is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. This is Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. I have a couple more to do in here. I did this one. I did the clouds white and I did the background blue. And then I put the glitter in the gel in the border. Then I did this one. Marker was fading on me when I did her skin. I always tell when the marker's fading. Then I did this one. I did the hair before I did anything else. So my pink-haired girl. Or my purple-haired girl. Another mandala. I want you guys to know this is my only Sun Life drawing book. Yes, I only have one Sun Life drawing book in the whole collection. This I did with markers and Pentel Sparkle Pops. This is my only Sun Life drawing book. I can see Jessica's face. What do you mean that's your only Sun Life drawing book? It is my only Sun Life drawing book. Hi, Linda. Fairyland. This is Molly Harrison. This is the line art. It's not the Greyscale. I want people to be aware that there are Greyscale pictures by Molly Harrison, but this is the line art. I did this. The moon is glitter gel pen, but everything else was markers. And I want everybody to be careful, guys, because I'm going to talk about the picture that I did in here. This is Color in Heaven collection by Australia, but I did the one by Cheryl LaFawn with the koala and the angel. Now, guys, if some of you know that some of the artists are having a problem right now on Amazon. Someone's claiming to have what's happening is the artists themselves are having problems with some of the distributors on Amazon because people are stealing their art, making the same books available, but basically they're not the same books. What they're doing is they're selling them for a lot less money, and they're stealing the artwork, claiming that they're this. So Cheryl LaFawn, Hannah Lynn, Jasmine Beckett Griffith, Alana Lazavia, Kelly Horton have all had their work stolen, and people are claiming that the books are by them, but really the books are not because they're stealing them. So be very careful where you buy your books on Amazon, and be sure that these are authorized books because they're being sold illegally. So be very careful by who you buy the books from on Amazon, because they're yeah, it's a pretty horrible thing because they work really, really hard on those books. You know, Jasmine Beckett, Alana Lazarvia. It was first brought to my attention because it was being Kelly Horton's books. Now, this is Elegant Faces by Ichiku. So, I did quite a few in this book this month. I did this. It is, but you know, you have to understand that people are trying to con people. Then I did this one. Did this one. The hair's actually acid yellow, but I had run out of the yellow, so I tried to strengthen it. I do not do, I'm sorry, I don't bake. I used to bake when I was younger, but I don't have an oatmeal cookie recipe for you. Not offhand, and this is a coloring channel. Jelly Gabbers. And I did this one by Akiko. Exactly, you know, it's not right. More Demeter Victoria. I did this one. I finished this one finally. I had done her hair a while ago. I never finished this one, and I always wanted to finish this one, so that was that one. Tattoos, Greyscale by Jade Summer. Now, I didn't buy the regular tattoos. I was waiting for them to come out with the Greyscale because I like coloring Greyscale. So I did this one. Then I did this one. Exactly, they should, because, you know, it's not right to the artists who have their work stolen. We're just moving a pile. I love the Demeter Victoria because they have beautiful, beautiful women in there. And this is Mermaid here, Queens of the Sea by Deborah Mueller. Now, I like the style of books that she's doing with the mermaid hair, the doing Ferry or Crown Fantasy Queens. You know, I love the pictures in that. You know, I wanted to try doing another dark-skinned girl, so I did it. So those are some of the things I do with markers. Now, Beautiful Women, Demeter Victoria, another Demeter Victoria. I color quite a lot. And I don't even count how many books I color per month. I did this one, I think, early in the month. Kauai Girl Fashion. These are the cutesy woodsy books. These are like cute girl style. So kawaii means cute. That's all kawaii means. Yeah. Yes, Robin, I color like you read. That's really, really funny. So, I don't even count how many I do. And then I did this one. I had actually started her in March, and then I was like looking through my books. Robin says I color like she reads. Probably true. This is Kauai Girls. So I did this one. I had seen somebody do something with the grayscale version of this picture, and I liked it. But then I was like, I like the colors. I like the way they did this, but I would have done. I actually got the inspiration from someone else to do it this way, but their colors were completely different than my colors. So I actually took what they did and kind of applied it in a different way than they did with different colors. I kind of took the. That Kauai Girl Fashion is available on Amazon. Almost all of these books are available on Amazon with the exception of some of the hardcovers and the Japanese books. This is Ferry's 2 Greyscale coloring book. Now, what's funny about this is by Christine Karen. I'm actually almost done with this book, believe it or not. I'm almost done with it. I think I have like 4 or 5 pictures left. And I did this one, the Northern Lights Ferry. So I think, what have I done in this? Like, it's really weird because I was looking through this book. And you see, like, I look at some of these books and I look at how different my marker work has improved. Too, like, sometimes you look at a book and see how you've improved a lot on the. I don't have a whole lot left in this book. Like this one, which is a work in progress. So that's one. I really was liking this one because it kind of gave it like a fall colors. This one I started. I have to finish this one at some point. I wish I had done this one differently. But this is also the grayscale version. So when I do the grayscale version, this one I have to do, which I still have to figure out how I'm going to do. I'm going to make the girl transparent. This was one of my first images. Even my mother liked this one. This one, I really like this one because I did this with greens. The idea was to do it in greens mostly, but then I realized I had to do it. I think I did, Elizabeth. That was a really nice picture. So you see, I don't have many left in this to do. This was a cute one. When I did this tabby cat, I thought of Kenji. I don't know why I thought of that Anne's cat when I did this one. So you see, I don't have many left in this book to do. It gives you a listing of her books, so I don't have many left in that. Then there's this book by Nikki Burnett. This is Spellbinding Images, a grayscale fantasy coloring book. I think I did this one in the beginning of the month. I should have done this in 2 colors to differentiate the water. Didn't exactly come out the way I wanted it to. Came out a little too dark in my opinion. The Art of Mandala 1. I did this image. I like these little books because they're nice, they're easy. They don't take a lot of time to do. Then the Art of Mandela 2. This one. I like Jason Hamilton's work a lot. Classy Princessa coloring book by Demeter Victoria. Like this one. Then I did this one. Blissful Scenes, Volume 2. I did the Treehouse. I know, they're just cranking out the books. You know what it is? It's kind of like, I think they're kind of like Jade Summer, where they just keep cranking out the books and then they'll stop for a while. You know what happens? You just stop. You know, I had a while. Remember, Jade Summer was like that for a while, where they would just constantly crank out the books every week, and then he would be like, enough. It's time to catch up. Mythical Mermaids coloring book by Selena Finneck. We did this one. So they crank it out because they're like I think what they are is a group of artists, and they all go under one band. Last few. These are the last of the month's finished pages, and then I have 3 whips I'm working on. Anime coloring book by Jade Summer. Now this is the line art. This is not the grayscale. They don't have a grayscale yet of this. I want them to come out with the grayscale of the anime one. So I did this one. I was trying to do the, you can tell the glitter's not looking like it's. So I did that one. Fairies 3 by Christine Cannon. I do a lot of fairies and women, I noticed that. I did this, which is Old Tree Fairy. I was doing like an autumn theme there, I guess. Then we have Greyscale Cute Fairies. This is a grayscale version of the Cute Fairies book. I did this one. I should have made her pink match the wings, but that's okay. I still like the way my horse came out. I normally do not like to color animals. I really don't. I have some issues with the color in them, but I really do like how my Amazon stuff comes in sections. Then the final book, which this was a holdover from Mermaid, I think, because I was doing Mermaid and I didn't finish it. I think I finished I have a few pictures left in the first half of this book, and then I get to do them again. So I'm really happy that there are 2 copies of each image. So I did finish this one because I wanted to finish an image in it. So I have 3 whips that I'm working on. So this comes from the Color in Heaven calendar. And I bought this from the Color in Heaven website. This is the January pick. Calendar 2020. I'm working on this one. Those orange ones are not pure orange. They're like yellowish orange. Some of them are orange. So this one I'm doing with Prismacolor pencils. Yeah, Prismacolor pencils is what I'm doing this one. This one is the one by, who's the one by this? Nelly Shoemaker. We know her, guys. You know the artist. The artist who's doing this one is Noelle Schumacher, you know her on the Etsy site as Hollow Moon Art is what she's known on Etsy as. So she does some really beautiful work in her own right. Then we started this on Livestream, but we never finished it. I have a lot done in this one, but this is one of my oldest books. What's this one I had? Just that I can't find the picture in here that we were working on. Oh, here it is. Here's the picture that we were working on. This was the one that we were working on, but we didn't get to finish it because we moved on to other things. So we'll probably work back on this one. Then we didn't finish something while we were working in Ferry celebrations. Usually have a little sticky that helps me with this. Today I can't find the sticky, of course. I need the sticky, I can't find it. I think this was what we were working on, but we didn't finish it. This is what we were working, but we didn't finish it. That's okay. You do your adult stuff, so. So that is my finished pages for the month of June, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed this. So hopefully we start a new month. Oh, I gotta put all this stuff away. That's the fun part. Remember that. I gotta put it all away and organize it. Yeah, sometimes adulting is not fun. Oh, we're almost done, Michelle. So anyway, guys, thank you for coming. I hope you had a wonderful hour. And I'm sorry, Michelle, that I screamed when you did. I didn't mean to do that. So, but I just come back and I wanted to do this today. So everyone have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. And I hope everybody stays well, healthy, and safe. Bye, everybody.